Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
I'm going to run you over. Run you over.
Throwing is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. First and 10 right at the 20. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Hey, Oregon.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, box drop.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be fielded at the 8. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now on first, Dixon again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Check, 47.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, 1, 2,
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And an alley to run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation, because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Got him in. It's Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now Jones. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Set. 360 out, Lord. Let's go, defense. Yes, forward.
From the gun on third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run by Dixon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, D.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Slam.
From the 35 on second down. Jackson dancing to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On first down, they go with Dixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Dixon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Saquon Barkley running right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now we've got a Giant. Player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
Now it's Dixon. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On first down, Dixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second and 12, Jackson. Short throw underneath to Hurst. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On third down, Jackson buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10, it's McSorley. And that's incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's taken on the 25. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Rolling to his right. It's complete to Snead. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Giants. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's got Rome. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Rosas good with the extra point. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first down carry for Barkley. Gets around him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
40, Mike, 40. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, high 7.
40, Mike, 40. On the army. On the army.
Get it.
On second down, here's Henry. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Check 4, check 4.
Shoot.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
10 logo.
Jones now going to throw on third and goal. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And Rosas puts this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Jackson steps away to his left, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
This will be caught by Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Chad Williams, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. Flush to his right. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Jones throwing again. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Giants first down.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, dude. On the go.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
10-2 soft.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
60 outlaw.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense.
On 1st down, Dixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Set, ready. Not a wolf. Mark 47. You must be set.
On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They come out here in the eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers to...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Hey, Delta.
40, Mike, 40. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Switch up.
A first down carry for Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to run it with Barkley.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this one. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 43. Henry. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 20! And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Giants 39, Ravens 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Jackson going to throw again. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Look at me, zipper. Hey, team 6, team 6.
Mike's 40, Mike's 40. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
5.
Check like 40. Do a little night-night. Do a little night-night.
Throwing on second and 14. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. So they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40 and avoids the contact by sliding. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Here we go. 47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead. his second touchdown on the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
X3, 218, chop. 5.
On first down, Barkley. "23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Go! 51 to Mike! 51 to Mike!
Go!
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go, Mike, 51.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's complete to Slayton. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
No. Check 37. Check.
Ready?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Go.
Throwing Jones. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Jackson to throw. It's complete to Williams. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Complete to Chad Williams. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One last shot for Jackson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.